We are discussing that there are three parameters. So out of that, the equivalent evaporation now I want to express. So see, for this purpose, let us have I am having a boiler and I am having a B boiler. Let us consider that I am having a boiler, I am having the C boiler also. There are three boilers. Okay. Now see, you have to give the answer to me. See, we are going to measure the capacity of the boiler in terms of how much amount of the evaporation of water is taking place. Based on that, the capacity is defined. Okay. So what do you mean by capacity? Let us write that. The capacity of the boiler. Okay. So capacity of the boiler is written in terms of what? It is the amount of the steam generated. Okay. It is amount of the steam generated. Okay, it is amount of the steam generated, or you can say that the evaporated water, amount of waters evaporated, we can say. So what should be its unit? Its unit is kg per hour generally. Means how much amount of the steam you are generating in one hour, that is the unit. Okay, so the kgs may be small unit. If you are having the larger boilers, then the capacity is given in terms of tons per hour. Tons per hour. Okay, so you can say that the boiler is 2-ton boiler, 3-ton boiler. What is meaning of that? The meaning of that is its capacity is of 2 tons. Its capacity is of 2 tons. Am I audible? See, please switch on your mics and tell me, am I audible or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, so because see, I can't see the Google Meet now, so that's why I'm asking this question. So see, this is the capacity of the boiler. Capacity of the boiler is given in terms of the tons per hour. Now, I want to find out which boiler is having more capacity. For example, let us consider that there are three boilers. Okay, there are three boilers, and if I say that the mass of steam generated by the boiler A is 2 tons. Okay, while the B is generating 5 and C is generating the 10. So can you tell me which boiler is having the higher capacity? Just tell me which boiler is having the higher capacity. Definitely you can say that the C boiler is having the more capacity. C boiler is having the more capacity because it is generating more steam. But if I say that the pressure of the steam, okay, pressure of the steam generated by the boiler is, this is generating the steam at 100 bar, while this is generating at 50 bar, and this is generating at the 2 bars only. Then can you tell me which boiler is having the more capacity? Now you can't say that which boiler is having the more capacity because the pressure of the steam is different. Okay, pressure of the steam is different. Then you can't judge that this boiler is having more capacity and other boiler is having the less capacity. So that cannot be judged by using the simple term, that is mass of steam generated. Not only the pressure, but there is another point. What is that? Suppose I am supplying the water for this boiler which is at 10 degrees centigrade, while for this boiler I am supplying the water at 30 degrees centigrade. For this boiler I am supplying the water at 90 degrees centigrade. Then also we can't say that that this boiler is more having the more capacity, and this is increasing the confusion of us. Are you in this point? Though the you may say that the 10 is more, but what about this pressure? What about this inlet temperature? That are different, so we can't say that. Then again, another term is that quality of the steam. Quality of the steam means what? Quality of the steam. What quality of the steam is generated by this boiler? Let us consider that this is generating the steam whose dryness fraction is 0.1 only, while this boiler is generating the superheated steam which is having the degree of superheat of 20 degrees centigrade. Degree of superheat is 20 degrees centigrade, while this boiler is generating the dryness fraction of the 1. Again confusion is increasing. So these are the different parameters which are different, and with these parameters I can't say that this boiler is having more capacity, or this is having lower capacity, or this is again having the more capacity. I can't judge it by knowing only that how much amount of the steam is generated by that boiler. Are you getting this point? So what I have to do, I have to make, or I have to provide some uniform platform, so that I can get the exact value. Means I can't use the scale of measuring capacity here for mass, and for here I cannot use it for pressure. Here I can't use the inlet water temperature. Here I can't use the Dynamis fraction. So what I do, I have to consider one scale, and or I have to say consider one datum level, and with that datum level I have to measure how much amount of the steam is generated by that boiler. Okay, so that is done by the equivalent evaporation. So what do you mean by equivalent evaporation then? So equivalent evaporation can be calculated based on this, that suppose I am supplying the water, okay, water which is at 1.013 bar, means steam is generated at 1.013 bar, and I am supplying the water at 100 degrees centigrade, while I am getting the steam at 100 degrees centigrade with the dryness fraction of 1, means it is nothing but the dry saturated steam. Then if these conditions I am providing, then whatever the mass of steam generated by that boiler is there, that is called as a equivalent evaporation. Are you getting this point? Are you getting this point or not? So see here, suppose I want to find out the equivalent evaporation of this A boiler. What I will do, I will supply the water at 100 degrees centigrade to that boiler, and I will get the steam whose Dynamis fraction is 1, and I will have the pressure of that steam is 1.013. Then if that boiler is generating the yummy amount of steam per hour, then I will say that the equivalent evaporation of that boiler is yummy. Okay, so this is the definition, or you can say that the explanation of equivalent evaporation conditions. Now what I am doing in this case, I am doing just one thing, that whatever the amount of the heat supplied in actual conditions are there, that is equal to heat supplied for these conditions also. Means what? Suppose I want to calculate the equivalent evaporation, and in that case I am giving the water at 100 degrees centigrade, getting the steam at these conditions with this pressure. In this case, whatever the heat supplied during these actual conditions are there, same amount of the heat I am supplying, and then I am calculating what is ME. So if the actual conditions are there, then heat supplied I can calculate the mass of steam generated per hour into H2 minus H1. Okay, so that is actual conditions. H2 minus H1 is equal to the amount of the steam generated for this datum level, that is equivalent evaporation, multiplied by the amount of the heat required to convert the water at 100 degrees centigrade from and at 100 degrees centigrade at 1.013 bar. And what is this? See, if you plot the TS diagram for this, then what I am having in these conditions? In these conditions, I am supplying the water at 100 degrees centigrade, and that is F point, and I am getting the steam at 100 degrees centigrade, that is X is equal to 1 point. Then whatever the heat supplied is there, that is nothing but HFG. That is nothing but HFG. Okay, so HFG supplied at 100 degrees centigrade is nothing but the amount of the heat supplied here. So this should be at 1.013 bar, and this can be seen from the steam table. If you see it from the steam table, the value of this HFG is coming 2257 kilojoule per kg. So that's why the equivalent evaporation, the formula of equivalent evaporation becomes, that is m dot s, actual steam generated in the boiler, H2 minus H1 divided by, that is HFG, which is at 1.013 bar, and that value if you see in the steam table, then it comes ms H2 minus H1 divided by 2257 for that condition, and this is the formula that we are getting from for the equivalent evaporation. Is it okay, or you're not getting what I'm saying? See, this is a very important point that once again I'm telling that this is a very important point. Have you got it or not? If you have not got, I will explain it once again. Please let me know. Have you got it or not? Yes or no? Tell me. See, switch on your mics and tell me, have you got it or not?
Repeat, sir.
Okay, so you want to repeat this concept. Okay, so let us go for that.